Okay, so I'm diving into Rick Perry. Okay, so there's quite a bit of information here, but just so you know, and I'll link this article. Oh, come on. Here we go. So here's what he looks like. So Republican from Pennsylvania. And the skinny on this guy, so besides being on the list for the 147 Republicans who voted to overturn the election, and the 34 that had the what do you call their texts, all their everything from their phone. This guy, it's even worse because this guy, I don't know if, oh, you can't, I'll just have to read it to you. So this guy's phone was seized by FBI agents, just like John Eastman's phone. So they have everything. And I guess he tried to get it back, but then decided to not, not press charges against the DOJ. Wait, hold on. There was something else in here. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to read to you. The judge's June order. So this is Judge Beryl. What's her name? Beryl something. I can't remember her last name. You guys probably are like, you're probably yelling right now going, eh. Beryl Howell. Beryl Howell. Judge Beryl. Amy Beryl Howell, is that it maybe? But let's just call her Judge Beryl Howell. So anyway, the FBI agent seized Eastman's phone in June. The same week they searched Clark's home. This is just a few days ago that this came out, or 2 days ago. So, yeah. And I'm reading this December, what is this, 18th, 19th? I don't know. But anyway, 2022. His phone was seized by FBI agents in August. Eastman lost a legal bid to reclaim his phone, and Perry, who mounted a similar effort, quickly dropped it. Okay. But then it gets even better. The judge's June order appears to have been issued. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. Do I have to keep the glare away? The judge's June order appears to have been issued without the involvement of Clark, Klukowski, that's the other guy, Eastman, or Perry, and was based on filings from a filter team that the DOJ set up to handle the potentially sensitive information. Yeah. Wow. Howell's opinion indicated that the filter team set up to vet any seized communications for potential attorney-client privilege had reviewed 130,000 documents for attorney-client privilege and attorney work product privilege, and according to her opinion, the filter team flagged 3 exchanges between Eastman and Perry that occurred between December 11th and 13th, 2020, but she described them as non-substantive and claimed, and said they merely referenced a phone call. Okay, but the deal is she has released, she's letting these things come out into the public is what I'm getting. And because they weren't privileged, she deemed them not privileged. So, nice. So that's going to wherever it needs to go, to the DOJ, right? So anyway, let's look at his future. And I'm using Chira Marchetti's Kipper, as usual. And let's look at this guy's future. What is, not Rick Perry, Scott Perry. All these names to keep track of, right? Scott Perry, Republican from... So rep from Pennsylvania, and I guess he was like a general back in the war, or back in the war. He was a general with all kinds of war training. He's only 60, so he's just gone through his second Saturn return, and I'm thinking it's not going to go very well for him. I think he's, karmically, Saturn returns can really knock you upside the head if you're not working in the light. Okay. What is his political future? Political and legal future. Let's look at political and legal future first. Scott Perry. Okay. There he is. Oops. This one here. And of course I'll take the 2 off the bottom. Can always draw more for dear God. Clarifiers, if need be. Oh. Okay, this doesn't look good up here. You know, the top row, how it weighs down, and I apologize if this, you know, if any closed captioning gets cut off. Usually they're laying it right over the middle part. And I do know that if you wait a little while, they do, and sometimes it happens really quickly, and other times it takes a while, but they do, there are transcripts. So if you click below the video, there's a whole nother world in there that YouTube is, they're really working hard to make it, make everything accessible. Okay, so I'm going to start with his over here now. Again, he's exiting the reading, so because his card landed over here on this side, we're not looking at his future as much as we're looking at his past will actually create his future. He is having to look at changing jobs, maybe even moving house. He's looking at big changes because of communications that he's regretting. Of course, this is everything that I just read to you that the DOJ has. And his risky behavior just to have abundance in his life. You know, this is our abundance card, but, it's also speculation. He's trying to win something, and it's not going to work because of the documents. So, and then to have the coffin hanging over his head, my goodness, it's a painful ending and loss to him. And that's the soul experience that he needs to have. This is, often our soul journey. But sometimes it's just about movement. Well, it looks to me like he's moving into a place of some type of poverty because of an investigation, and it's going to cause health problems. These two cards, knight together, this change card headed straight towards him, and he's looking straight out. He's not going to have any control. Is going to at least be a down patch. Now, with the gift card up here, I think that there's a woman or just a partnership. This does not have to be a woman, and neither does this person. This can be just, supportive people. But this could also be Judge Beryl Howell. There's that possibility. But it's secret. It's usually confidence and support. But with these other cards, and with this, so the documents card, knights up here to the coffin and to her. So I'm thinking it's Judge Beryl Howell, or could even be Liz Cheney. And it could be documents. There could be he could have had something to do. You guys will probably fill me in on what you know about him. But it could be documents that are, that had to do with travel. Like in his phone, literally in his phone, he could have text messages and you know, all types of communications as to texts and emails as to how to get people to the Capitol. So, and it knights down here to the Lover's card, which is really just about bonds and partnerships as well as the marriage card. It doesn't have to be, you know, a love relationship. It's just success, and it has to do with loyalty. So I'm thinking this is Judge Beryl Howell, and she's going to have success over him, and it's going to be a painful ending for him, just kind of like a slam dunk case. I feel like the lid is like, you know, slam dunk. And then he's on this trajectory towards a pitiful loss, and I don't know why I heard that with that card, but I did. Pitiful loss into the investigation that just levels him. It just levels him. To have these two cards together are unbelievably, and in the same line where he's headed. These are terrible cards. Now, the bonds and so this marriage card up here would be partnerships and bonds and you know, business relationships. But look how it knights to this, you know, maybe all these people that are going to be just leveled, and then to poverty. I think this guy especially, I don't think, you guys, he'll be able to get back in. I mean, as far as, you know, being able to run again, I think he'll be gone. I think he'll be banned. I think maybe there's, you know, the 14th Amendment that's going to go down on all these guys. So with the false person, so there's deception hanging over him. Oh yeah, oh, that's what it is. So this is one of those perfect examples where this woman card, the mature woman, is standing in for a couple different people. So I do feel Judge Beryl Howell, but I also feel like somebody has flipped on him. Someone that he was closely bonded to has flipped on him, and it's ending him. So somebody has given up something even more. Either that, or somebody did this a long time ago on all of them. That's interesting. I hadn't thought of that. Like somebody ratted them all out to save their own you-know-whats, right? Okay. So there's deception up here about, this could be somebody even who, well, so right up here, let's stick with this corner here. This is him being the cheater. This is him, deceiving, and he's actually an enemy to the country. And then his need to go through a very painful loss and ending. This is job loss. This can be job change, but job loss for sure. These two columns here are very challenging for this guy. But as far as an investigation, this is where I'm thinking somebody gave up the goods on the guy. That's where I'm tying that together. He's definitely worried about never having a political job again, and the 14th Amendment would take away all of his benefits, right? Because if he's been what did they call him? Hold on, let me look again real quick. Wait, he was a general. Here we go. Oh shoot, hold on. A little bit of his biography. Education, U.S. Army War College, Penn State University. Yeah, U.S. Army National Guard Brigadier General. Okay. He is the U.S. representative for Pennsylvania's 10th Congressional District. Okay. So I'm thinking that this guy would have benefits up the wazoo. but I'm thinking he's going to lose them because of these cards here, and this over here. So he's really done himself in. What was on the bottom? Yeah, I think he might be like a lot of the other ones, drinking or doing drugs, and he's waiting for some really sad news. And maybe these cards, because we do have both of the travel cards here, maybe he's trying to get out of Dodge. Right? There's that very real possibility. That's interesting. Wow. Okay, so I guess, we can always check in on this guy again later if you want, but for now I'm going to get this uploaded for you, and be back later. Take good care. Bye.